Hello there, my name's Claire and this is Stitch Hem Sew. Thank you so much for joining me today for another video. Now today's video is all about my 5 handmade essentials, and this was a hashtag that's created by the wonderful Sarah from Knotty Known Crafts, so do head over to her channel and check out that video. Also, I was tagged into this hashtag by the wonderful Bex from What Bex Sews, so thank you to Bex, and obviously do check out her video as well, and also do check out all the other vloggers that are posting under the hashtag. Sarah has created a playlist, so it's really easy. Just hop over to her channel, find the playlist, and you'll find a whole load of us have all posted under the hashtag. So the idea behind this is for us to have a look at what we would consider to be our 5 handmade essentials, and for you to reflect on what would be your 5 handmade essentials too. So if you would like to drop me a comment and let me know what yours are, that would be fantastic, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So the idea behind the hashtag is to consider your 5 handmade essentials. Now these fall into 5 different categories that Sarah's created. The first being your handmade top, second handmade bottoms, so that could be skirt, trousers, shorts, whatever is the item. Your handmade one piece, which could be a dress or a jumpsuit. Your handmade layering piece, now that could be a jumper or a cardigan, it could be a shirt, it could be a shacket, anything you feel that kind of fits in that particular category. And the final one is a wild card. So let's get cracking on the first category, my handmade top. So it took me a little while to decide what item to pop into this category, and then it dawned on me, of course it's absolutely obvious for me, the top that I have made the most and I am always drawn to in my wardrobe is the Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush top. Now this is one of the versions that I've made at least 3. 2 of them I reach for on regular rotation. Those are both made from a viscose fabric. The first one I made was made from a cotton fabric, and it's a little bit more stiff, and whilst I really like it, the shoulders feel a little bit more poofy, and I guess I don't feel quite so comfortable with that particular version. And in time I might look at perhaps removing the sleeves on that particular version and making it into a sleeveless top. I think I might get more wear out of it. However, this particular version and a blue version, which I'll try and find pictures of both of them for you, I reach for time and time again. I feel it pairs really nicely with lots of things in my wardrobe. You can dress it up or dress it down depending on the occasion. I can wear it to work, I can wear it casually at home. Just a really perfect item in my wardrobe. So that's my handmade top. So the next item from my handmade wardrobe is my essential bottoms. Now this particular item has been worn time and time again, so much so it's looking a little bit tight, and I definitely need to replace it. I have already got the fabric to do so. I've bought some viscose twill fabric to make it in, some navy, so just almost a direct copy, slightly different fabric this time, but I just think it will be great to replace this one, and you'll understand why I need to when you see it. So the item that I reach for time and time again is my Bastion clots by Jennifer Lauren. Now funnily enough, this version was actually almost like a wearable toile, or it was a wearable toile for me, and I made the actual version out of some sort of tealy based flowery fabric, which are really lovely, but these I have found I reach for time and time again because they are a plain fabric. And I find that although they are obviously sort of a culotte shorts version, I can also wear them in the winter paired with tights because it just looks like a skirt. As you can see, the fabric is looking really washed out now. This was just a poly cotton fabric, so it was never going to kind of have the longevity of some other fabrics because I've just washed and worn. But they are just great. They've got these great big huge pockets. You get into them through these front panels. You can just open either side to get in, and it just has worked for me really well in my wardrobe. and I definitely need to replace this particular version with something that's a little bit more visually attractive now, because this one is definitely looking a little tired. Now the third item of my essential handmade wardrobe is a dress, and so this is for my essential one piece. And the dress that I reach for definitely the most in my wardrobe is the chalk and notch fringe dress, and it is this dress here. Now, much like the item that I just spoke about, this dress is definitely starting to show some signs of wear and tear. This twill fabric is looking a little bit washed out now, but yeah, I made this out of a viscose twill fabric, and I made this probably a couple of years ago now, and I have just found it absolutely invaluable in my wardrobe, because I can wear it during the winter with tights, or I can wear it during the spring and summer months with or without tights or leggings, and I've just really enjoyed wearing it. I have since made another version of the chalk and notch fringe dress, and I will pop a picture in of me wearing that. And that I made in a cotton lawn, and whilst I really like the fabric, I think the print is really pretty, I actually think this particular dress works better in a viscose fabric. So moving forward, I will definitely be making more of these versions of the chalk and notch fringe dress, but I will look to make them in a viscose, or indeed a viscose twill as I have here, because I just think that it just hangs better, flows better, and I just feel more comfortable in it. But it is definitely my most reach for and worn dress. Now the fourth item is from the Handmade Essential layering piece. Now it took a little bit of time for me to decide what I wanted to pop into this particular category, because I think there are a number of pieces in my wardrobe that kind of fall into this category, if you like, a number of different cardigans, etc. But the jumper that I am going to use in this particular one is this jumper here. This is made out of a French terry fabric. It's in this lovely floral design. Again, I've washed and worn this so many times. It is the Made It Patterns Hug Hoodie. Now, unfortunately, Made It Patterns aren't trading anymore, but what I have loved about the Made It Patterns Hug Hoodie is this sort of crossover detail that you get at the back. Now, obviously, I haven't made the hoodie version. I've just done it as a crew neck version, but it just, I think because it's made out of a lightweight French terry rather than a big thick sweatshirting fabric, it just is that sort of perfect layering piece because it's not too thick. I can wear it by itself if I just want a single layer, or I can pop on it over, you know, several layers if I want to as well, or I can put it underneath a coat, etc., without getting too hot. And I really enjoyed this particular fabric and the colour, and it's just been a really ideal make. And actually, because of that, this particular top that I'm wearing, that I actually have sewn up for the challenge So Fruity, which has been run by the lovely Yvette from Blossom Sandwich, is the same pattern, because I've just loved it. Now, this is a very bold print for me. I won't necessarily be one that I potentially wear out the house, although I really do like it. I think it's really fun. So maybe I will, maybe I'll be brave. But yes, it shows how much I've loved this particular pattern. And again, I've made this in a lightweight French terry fabric. This has got a slight fleece back to it, but it's still very, it is not particularly thick. So an ideal layering piece. Now moving on to the fifth category, which is the wildcard section. Now, this is a bit of a wild card because it's not actually handmade, but bear with me, I will explain as to why I've put a non-handmade garment into the wildcard category. So the item that I'm putting in is a denim jacket. Now this is a ready to wear jacket. It has actually got on one of my raggy brooches that this is a tutorial from the lovely Jane from the Dressmaker's Closet, and I just think it brightens up a standard denim jacket. Now the reason why I'm putting this in as a wild card is that I really want to make one for myself. This one I've had for a really long time. It's holding up pretty well, but the fit of it isn't perfect, and I would like to make one that is a better fit. Now I would like to make the Sorrento jacket from Sew Over It, and it's part of the Summer Dreaming ebook. Now I've got some cord fabric in my stash, some needle cord fabric, which I'm going to use as my initial make for this summer and try that particular pattern out, and then for next summer I think I might try making it in some denim fabric. But I've got the needle cord in my stash, which I think will make another great addition, because I'll already have a denim jacket and then I can have a navy jacket of the same sort of type in my wardrobe too, and then I will look to replace this particular one, because as I said, whilst I wear this all the time, the fit isn't fantastic, and I think that in time I can do better. So hopefully you understand where I'm coming from with this particular fifth category. Now those are my 5 handmade essentials. Now I guess they have a little bit of a summer slant on them, because that's the time of year we're currently in the UK. But I guess if I was thinking about it for winter, perhaps I would pop in a handmade coat as one of my items, perhaps my layering piece or something, or maybe my wild card, I'm not sure. But as I say, I do reach for all of the items, bar probably the jacket, the denim jacket, all year round. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please do let me know what your 5 handmade essential items are. Now before I leave you guys today, I would just like to tag in 2 other wonderful YouTubers to this hashtag, so hopefully they will bring out their videos with their 5 handmade essentials really soon. And those 2 lovely ladies are the wonderful Katherine from Soberton Makery and the fantastic Jenny from One Girl Creates, and I will tag them below as well so that you can go and watch their videos in the future. If you haven't checked out their channels, please do so. They've got some great videos on their channels already, and as I say, do watch out for their videos regarding their handmade essentials in the future. Once again, a massive thank you to Sarah from Knotty Name Crafts for starting the hashtag, and for Becky from What Beck Sews for tagging me into the hashtag. Do let me know what your 5 handmade essentials are, but for now I will say goodbye. I hope you have a brilliant week, and I will catch up with you really soon. Take care, happy sewing, bye bye.